Welcome to the live replay, you guys. Today is September 17th, and I realized I forgot my water bottle again. I'm so bad at doing this in the evenings. I never forget in the afternoons, but I'm just gonna pop out and yell upstairs to my husband to bring it down with him when he comes. I'll be right back. Welcome here, you guys. I am just starting up, and this is where we're at right now with May. We just did the title page and then the calendar, and we had voted on the layout for the memories spread, which was going to be a puddle in the middle of the page with memories, and then a few of our little puddle guy doodles. So I'm just gonna jump right in because I may as well. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Jess. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I literally just turned it on. Haven't even touched the marker yet. So I'm gonna doodle the puddle. I'm trying to think of what order I want to do these things in. First decision, just for the few of us who are here, what color should I write memories in? So we basically voted to have a puddle in the middle of the page with memories. I was thinking memories inside the puddle, and then a few little doodles like this in the puddle as well. Should I do it inside? And if so, what color? Or should I do it outside of the puddle? Because I was thinking inside this whole time, but now I'm wondering if I should do it outside like this. The pinky red. I feel like that could look good. Hey, Ivy. I'm just starting up and we're just trying to decide how to do. So we voted on doing the memories heading in the middle of the page in a puddle. But I'm just trying to decide what color font to do. I like how the blue looks in the puddle here, but it could also do the kind of pinky color in the puddle. I don't think I'm lagging. I'm watching it back on my iPad in front of me, and there hasn't been any weird glitching on my iPad. Pink on the inside. Okay. That's so far the only people who have said anything have said pink on the inside, so that's what we'll do then. I know the blue is pretty, but it's okay. There will be plenty of blue on the page. So we need memo on one side here, so. And I've just been going over everything twice. This pink is getting a little bit on the edge here. Like what supplies I use, Lucy? I certainly can. I do sometimes, but I feel like I used to more when I started doing this, but now I have so many regulars that I don't like to always be repeating myself. But if you ask, I'll always tell you. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the little duck bum sticking out, and then maybe like a little frog or something, and then just a puddle. So let's do the duck bum over here. So for this one, Lucy, I'm using, these ones are Lyra Aqua Brush Duos. This one here, the pink and blue, light blue, are Zebra Mildliners, and then the other colors that I'm using are Tombow dual tip brush pens. I use a variety. I don't have like just one type of marker that I stick with. Yeah, thank you very much. Hey Ash, it has been a while. How are you? Do a little froggy up here. Oh, thanks, Danielle. No problem, Lucy. I try to answer comments as much as I can. I just sometimes they kind of get hidden by other comments, but at the beginning here, there's not a lot going on, so it's easier. Okay, did your kids move to a new school then? Or are you still in the same school zone? In a new state, okay. So how's that going for them? I don't remember how old they are, but I know like that transition probably is more difficult the older they get, hey? To move to like new school, new state, new friends, everything. Oh, good. That's great. Yeah, my son is 3, and yeah, when we moved, it was just like a big adventure, you know? Like, I feel like he's still at an age where, you know, he asks about our old house sometimes, and like, we had other family living close to us, so like, he'll bring it up sometimes, but he's at an age where most things are just exciting, you know? If it's change, it's exciting. He doesn't, you know, linger on the negative. Hey, Jack. And Ash, hi. I feel like you've caught me at the end of a live stream a couple times lately, so I'm glad you were able to make it now. I'm like just starting up for the night. Hey, Moni. Good evening, Jessie. How are you all? Ooh, rush hour. Yeah, I've never lived in a city. I worked in a city for a very short time, but even just that short time, rush hour drove me insane. I don't know how people put up with that all the time. The theme is this little duck and rain theme, inspired by lollipop lettering and bujo zine. We kind of combined 2 themes to make this. Oh, hey Dylan. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, That's a fun one. The prompt was, yeah, ducks and rain. And I'm glad we went with the direction that we did, because we had a few options, and this is definitely the one that I wanted to win, but you never do know if that's how it's actually going to turn out. Hey, Melanie. Welcome here, you guys. Shaylee, hello. I'm doing well, Shaylee. My boys and I, we go for a walk pretty much every day, but today we just like struck gold. We were walking to the play structure, or the park. There wasn't really a play structure there, just like swings and like some like nature type things, you know, like logs to climb around on, whatever. But they put up a sign a few weeks ago saying that there was going to be a play structure built there soon. So anyways, we went there today for our walk, and there was a ride-on lawnmower mowing the whole park. It was garbage day, so like dump trucks driving all around, and the bobcat and like chainsaws, bobcats, whole construction crew out there to build the play structure. So my boys were in heaven. We could have stayed there all day. So it's always nice when our morning outing is like, you know, goes smoothly. And today was a good one. I know, it was little boy heaven. I could not believe we were the only ones camped out there, but we were there for at least an hour, just watching it all go down. My son is always like counting how many workermen he can get to wave at him, trying to say hi and what is your name to everyone that he sees. So we did meet a few workermen, got their names, got a good wave, a few thumbs ups. He loves that kind of stuff. So started the morning off on a good note. All right, so we're done our monthly pages here. Brain dump, title page, 2-page calendar with a check-in on the side. He's literally the sweetest. I know I'm biased, but he is just like the most precious little guy. Okay, those are our monthly pages. And how do you guys feel about cycling back through weekly spreads? That's what we typically do, is once we've done about 3 or 4, we'll start cycling back through. So we're officially on month 5, which means we would start our rotation over again, which would be this one here. So obviously things would look different, like the notes box is going to look different. How we do the font up here is going to look different. But I think this would be a good time to start cycling through. Yes? Okay. Let's do that then. I'm just going to start blocking in the spacing here, and then we can do that. And let me just confirm, our last month went till May 3rd. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks to do. Perfect. So for these types of layouts, I always mark the page at half, which is 6.5 centimeters, or 13 dots if you don't have a centimeter ruler. But then the boxes are each gonna have like a 1 dot buffer. So all of the boxes will actually only be 5.5 centimeters because they have a 1 dot buffer on each side. Just in case anyone's ever interested in the spacing, this is just how I do it. I mark the halfway point horizontally, and then I'll mark the thirds vertically, but then all of the boxes actually have a little bit of buffer room so they're not touching each other. So then I mark at 6 and I mark at 12, or 12 dot grid spaces, and then 24 dot grid spaces. 6, 12. Yes, Ashley, this is Ivy's custom journal. So 12 months for all of 2026. And obviously we're in May, so we are actually nearing the halfway point, which in a way I feel like we just started this journal. But also I feel like we've been fairly busy with other things too. You know, like we've done lots of personalizations in the meantime. But it still feels like we're flying pretty fast here. All right, let's do the headers here. I might start with yellow. Just want to check and see how I did this one. Oh, good, Jack. No problem. That's true, you can watch the replays on YouTube. And thank you for those of you who do. Obviously I love it when you're here on the live, but my YouTube channel has been dead for years, and the fact that now it's starting to bring in a little bit of income again from the live replays is, you know, just a blessing, because TikTok doesn't pay anything to us Canadians out here. And so when people watch the replay, my bank account notices, so thank you very much. Okay, and then I was gonna do here, and then here. Yes, Amira, I just started. Just started not 20 minutes ago. Aw, thanks you guys. Be right back. Okay. Aw, thanks, Lynn. It's not necessarily that I don't like compliments. I mean, I try not to fish for compliments, but my goal with my doodles is not that you look at them and think like, oh wow, that's really amazing, but that you look at them and think like, oh, actually that's doable, you know? I'm not trying to come up with the most out there aesthetic themes. I just try to take simple things and make them cute. Okay, yeah, this pink is not going to hold out, so I'm just gonna do one highlight in pink and then do the other one in orange. I thought maybe I could pull through with this one, but we cannot. Yes, I can, Kylie. Hey, Elle. Yeah, we'll do that one in orange because the pink is struggling to get by. And I did try to get a new one of those from Stationery Pal, but I haven't heard from them lately, so we'll see. Tabby, this is A5. Just a standard A5 journal. Whitney, hello, I feel like it's been forever. How are you? New profile picture, right? I feel like I don't recognize that one, but I recognize your name, but not your picture. Yeah, Tabby, this is A5, so like roughly 15 centimeters by 20. I think it's close to that. Flip through. Let me do that while I'm kind of taking a breath here. So this is Ivy's 2026 journal, 12 months starting in January. We kicked it off with this little galaxy theme in pastels. And this is the weekly spread that we are currently cycling back to. You did! Oh, congratulations. How long ago? And then we did this Valentine's dessert theme for February. Thank you for the gift, little rocker. And then for March, we did a lemon theme. We used this Dutch door, originally inspired by Patricia over at Lettering and Me, and very, very similar to the mango theme we did in Janelle's journal. Aw, nice, Alex. And yes, every month has a brain dump, a title page, a calendar. Aw, that is so precious. Cami Temple. Very cute. Calendar with a check-in, 2-page memory spread for pasting in like pictures, junk journal type stuff, and then writing about the month. These are the weeklies for March. We did April this week. We did this little teddy bear and dino theme based on 2 birthday cakes that Ivy sent photos of from her son's birthday. Yes, that's true, Tabulin. I do sell these in my Etsy shop in a few different colors. You can choose different customizations like charms and cover design, name page, that kind of stuff if you're interested in journals with this sizing. Oh, Shirley, 1 second. I need to message Shirley. Sorry, I just thought of this. Okay, sorry you guys. Shirley had an issue or a concern. She messaged me earlier today and I just found the answer, and I have too many things on my mind to just store that in my head for the rest of the live. Okay, let's see here. Yes, the customs, I only open one roughly every month or so. So I won't have another one open for at least another 3 to 4 weeks minimum. Yes, but I do have pre-made journals coming. I know I've talked about those a few times recently that I am so excited for because they're gonna have fully hand-drawn doodles, all of that, but I can actually, produce them in bulk instead of just drawing one journal for one person. So those I think will be really a welcome addition to my lineup. Monday. Thank you, Erin. Yes, those will be sold on my Etsy. I'm actually working on launching a Shopify storefront instead. Well, alongside maybe, I'm not sure. But I think that will also help solve a lot of my American shipping troubles because Shopify does integrate directly with like Purolator and stuff, or they still do USPS labels even though Etsy doesn't. So anyways, Etsy, yes, but also probably Shopify. I did make the stamps, Carol. Well, I did the lettering and I partnered with Contact Crafts. They have a bunch of really cool stamp sets, and so they kind of commissioned me to do a few sets for them. So this is one of the sets that I do. It's currently sold out, unfortunately, but we're actually designing a whole new line of stamps. So I've submitted 4 5 new collections to them already, and I'm working on just 2 more, and then we're going to launch those as soon as we can, along with relaunching these since they are sold out. Thanks. Twilight Lover. That's funny. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of new names in the chat today. Are lots of you guys here for the first time? Or just like closeted viewers who have been here for a while? Okay, first time. It is cute and cozy, Whitney. This is like one of my favorite sweatshirts. Thank you. Oh, nice. TikTok doing its job, putting my live on new for yous. Well, thank you guys for coming. It's nice to have you all. We have been blessed with an incredibly positive and gracious corner of the internet, so feel free to stick around. Oh, journaling along. Cool. What kinds of spreads are you setting up today, Nikki? Nice. Well, good to see you again, Mel. Darlene. Oh, I always forget your real name, SML Tigger. I forget. May 2026. Wow. You're way ahead. I haven't even chosen my October theme yet. I haven't even set up my weekly spread for next week yet. Okay. So, what we have next, this is how we arranged this weekly layout the first time that we used it. I am going to do the dates, but I just want to get your guys's input for this layout here. So last time we did the title here with no doodles, and then the notes, calendar, and then doodles. But I'm wondering if we should change anything up this time. I don't really have anything specific in mind. I feel like that's a very natural way to use the page. But if you guys do have any other ideas that you would like to see, you can maybe just describe those in the chat if you're able to be as descriptive as possible. Because yeah, if you just put one word, I'm not going to know what you mean. So try to be descriptive, otherwise I won't really understand. Twilight Lover and 22 Crusher. So I've actually been using a digital bullet journal only for the past few years. I just this week started using a physical bullet journal again, and honestly I'm having a hard time getting back into that rhythm. It just was so easy and convenient to have my iPad lying around upstairs on my tiny little table that I have access to while I'm in the middle of mom mode, but having my whole journal and pens and stuff lying on there has been a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to keep it up for a while anyways and see if it fits in better with my day-to-day. I would definitely still use a journal. Like I've been using them for Bible journaling, memory keeping, that kind of stuff, but I haven't used a planning specific journal in a few years now, just because I've been doing the digital option. But in my own journal, I typically would set up 1 week at a time. And then I also do daily spreads, which I just set up the night before. And those are usually just like half a page. But yeah, that's kind of how I use my journal. 16. let me see the, switch the doodle with the calendar, could do that. Raindrop letters into a note section, that's a puddle. Make the note section. Oh, nice, Laura. Okay. So I think most of the suggestions that I've seen have to do with making different sections into puddles, which I could do. I'm not going to do all of the sections puddles though, so I'm thinking maybe, let me think. Yes, I know, but the 31st day is a Monday, so we're going to include that in the next weekly spread, which will be part of June. I'm not going to do a whole page for just one. Oh, sorry, 22 Crusher. We already have our theme locked in. We're just choosing what elements to put where, like where to put our notes box, where to put our heading, what color to use for the heading, what kinds of doodles from the theme to bring in. Let me think here. So in, oh, no problem, Lisa. Yeah, so like in January, you can see it ended on the 1st, so I just included that. No worries, 22 Crusher. Okay. We haven't brought any lily pads into this theme yet. I don't know. Because I'm thinking it's not really meant to look like a pond. It's meant to look like a puddle. I love lily pad doodles. They are a key feature in my own pond theme in the pre-made journals that are coming. But that's the only reason I haven't done lily pads, because I love them. But I'm trying to think here. What about if I... Okay, what about if I keep the heading up here for May in pink, and then maybe do like the yellow box for notes? I don't want to turn everything into a puddle. And I'm wondering about maybe doing a puddle around the calendar and then doing like a duck or something down here. I don't know. Duck feet for the letters. I don't even know how I would do that. I know, I'm sorry, you guys always have so many cute ideas, but when I think about them in my head, I just end up defaulting to lots of my like more natural tendencies. Okay, so we could do, oh, okay. Well, thanks you guys. I know it's not the most flashy, exciting option, but we'll do it then. Oh, May in the duck feet. I see. I'm just not sure. Sorry, it's not a bad idea. I'm just picturing 3 duck feet and thinking that looks maybe like we have a mutant duck on our hands. So I'm just gonna do May. Professional, totally. May. This marker is so close to dying. I don't know if it's gonna make it. I'm not gonna be able to use it much more. I might use it for like an umbrella or a pair of rubber boots or something, but that's it. Okay, May has 2 days on the top. So let's swap that in. I know, my poor marker. I need to replace that one ASAP because it's become one of my favorite colors. The first Monday is May the 4th. Why did I think it was May? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you're right. Deep breaths. Okay, that's the worst date mess up that we've had. How did I do that? Oh, guys. Well, just gonna try to keep calm here and do some stamping. No, it doesn't say May on my stamp, it's just the calendar. How do you fix that? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide. I'm planning to just go the white gel pen route. It's just very annoying having to do it in this scale. And to be honest, in all of my years of custom journals, I have never done that before. Messed up a whole month's dates. This is a first time for me, so. And of course it's televised. I could do black circles on top. We haven't used any black in this theme though, you know, like we didn't use black outlines for a single thing yet. So I feel like that might look a little bit too bold, you know, like too harsh against a very bright and soft theme. In general, I like the idea. This is an unfortunate theme for that to happen in. Cut journal paper, yes, that would be a lot of work to cut that many into circles and color them all and paste them on. And I feel like they wouldn't look that much better than just doing the white gel pen approach. White circle, white gel pen is hard to write on top of. I don't have any dot stickers that are not washi tape material, unfortunately. So the washi tape doesn't cover well, and it also is very hard to write on. Otherwise, that would be a good option. Let me think here. I'm gonna try the white gel pen option for 1 page, and if it looks bad, we'll do either black coloring on top or paste on white paper that's been colored to match. Oh, love Maddie. Posca pens. Yes. Okay, let me run upstairs. Me and my son have been using them for cardboard painting. I'll be right back. That's the answer. Oh, I could kiss you right now. There we go. These are the Artex pack of 90 paint markers. These are amazing and they will cover completely. And so the problem, I didn't want to do a black circle because it doesn't really fit with the theme. I didn't want to do a white gel pen circle because it's very hard to draw on top of white gel pen. Like a couple strokes is okay, but trying to like write legible numbers on top is difficult. So what do we think? Should I color over all of the numbers just with white and then have like a white circle there and do it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was thinking like I could try to match colors and like, you know, put pink on the blue or something like that to make it fun. But maybe I'll just do this, or maybe I'll try to match the darker blue actually, now that you say that, Kristen. Wait, you said 40. Which one's 40? Oh, like dark, dark blue. I don't know about that. Like if anything, maybe 33 or just white. Let's see. So white would like, yeah, it covers pretty well, but I guess the risk with white would be I might need to do multiple coats, and we'll have to let each coat rest for a bit because they are like paint. So you can't just flip to the next page right away. Use white and then highlight over it. I could, but I don't mind the idea of white dots on all the letters. I think I would rather do that than white and then try to cover it with color, but then you would be able to tell that it was there still, you know? I feel like if we just make it look intentional, it will be more intentional. Or just more, I don't know. Not really making much sense right now. Okay. That one, or is this too purple? Oh, that's a really good match to the original blue, which is the dark, like that's what I've been doing as like dots on the puddles anyway, so it might not look out of place. How about white? The last blue, that's what I'm leaning towards right now. The only thing is, like, you can see the white is not quite as opaque as the others, like, so I'd probably need to do 2 coats and let them dry a bit because it is paint, not just ink. I'm leaning towards the blue. Yes, fixing a big mistake. I have never ever numbered a whole month wrong. That is brutal. But now that thank you, Maddie. I am never gonna forget these markers again, because this could be the answer to so many cover-up problems. Because like, look at that. One pass and we've covered it pretty completely. Like once we write a new number on top, you're not gonna notice that at all. I haven't had a poll. Yeah, I haven't done any today. We did a few yesterday. I feel like we do a lot of polls when we're at the beginning of the month, choosing the theme, choosing the color palette, choosing the title page layout. And then I don't do as many polls after that. I used to do a lot of polls all throughout the month, but unfortunately it just is a lot of waiting then. Oh, Kimberly, on normal paper it would bleed through, but on these it won't. Okay, while I let those dry, I am going to do my puddle over here because I can't turn the page instantly when I'm using paint markers. Oh, Maddie, I actually cannot believe that I had never thought of that before. That is the perfect use for acrylic markers. Jessie, just definitely don't use alcohol markers in your bullet journal because they will bleed through. No matter how thick the paper, they will bleed through. I've heard if you get like 200 and some GSM, they don't, but I don't even think you could find a journal like that. I think it would have to be like a sketchbook then with super thick pages. So yeah, and they just like, they match the theme. So I feel like it's a pretty good cover up. Maddie, yeah, Maddie can be the chosen one tonight to make all of our decisions. She's proven herself. And I'll highlight the current week, which is this one right here. There. Are these dry? Yes, they don't actually take that long to dry. I just wanted to give them extra time before I flip it over and then press on the page, you know? I probably should stop letting my toddler use these. I always get excited when I get new stationery goodies, so we do it together. But now, I mean, number one, he'll never just settle for plain coloring. Like, do you want to color? He's like, oh yes, today let's use dot markers, or today let's use paint markers. He'll never settle for just like crayons or anything now, but also to preserve, like he's good at, you know, he always closes them and he's good at coloring for a 3-year-old, but he doesn't know how to, like, you know, color gently on the tip of the marker the same way that an adult would. So it's probably time for those to disappear to my office for a little bit. Yes, Rachel. Wait, do I know you in real life? Just clicking on your profile picture. Ray All Day. Definitely a familiar name. Yes, he's 3. 3 as of this summer. Yes, so the pen marks, Hendrix, what kind of pen are you using? Like a gel pen sort of thing? Because I'm guessing that's the problem, is just the type of ink that your pen has. You're probably going to want something with archival ink and nothing water-based, because that will smear. Yeah, so I never use gel pen for my outlining. I use gel pen to like write in my tasks and stuff, but for actually drawing in the journal, they will smear like crazy. So I never use them for that. Okay, I think this is good. Aw, thanks, Rachel. I've said this before, but I always just assume that people who have found me on TikTok have just like found me here. But there's a surprising amount of you guys who actually know me from my like purely YouTube time when I wasn't on like TikTok or even Instagram. So thank you for sticking around. And someone, oh yes, Melody, yes, this is a 2026 bullet journal order for Ivy. So we're in May and it's just starting in January and going all 12 months of the year. YouTube is better than TikTok. Yes, I messed up the dates for the entire month, which I have never done that before. I've messed up, but never a whole month's dates. But yeah, Maddie came to the rescue and suggested paint markers, and that was a life-saving suggestion. So I'm just letting the paint dry before I go in and rewrite the dates. Now I'm almost wishing though that I had found like a slightly darker orange, a slightly darker yellow, a slightly darker pink. I know the blue dots do match, but it's only been blue on blue and I feel like it doesn't look quite as natural on other colors, but it's okay. Oh, thanks 22 Crusher. Little razzle dazzle, totally. Thanks, Frida. All right, last one here, and then we'll write the new. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Then we'll write the correct dates on. Yes, these paint markers are going to be my new go-to mistake cover-up. Yes, I think I did. Yeah. Yes, Autumn. I misnumbered the entire month, which in many years of custom bullet journals, I've never misnumbered that bad. I've misnumbered before, but we've always caught it after. I mean, one time it was pretty bad. I think I misnumbered like 12 days, but that was my record up until now, which is a bad record to break. You guys always have such a positive spin for it. I love the dots. What a happy mistake. And I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's frustrating to make mistakes, but especially doing it on live, I'm like, I want to look like I at least semi have my crap together. I can't even do a calendar. It's like the most basic function here of a journal. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're done the calendars, we're done the cover-ups. Let's go ahead and do maybe the bottom doodles here, and then we'll do the notes section. Just trying to catch up on comments here. Happy accidents, yeah. Thanks, guys. What's a fun birthday plan? Oh, yikes, don't ask me. My fun birthday plan is making a Ninja Creamy and sitting at home and playing a game with my husband or something. We haven't actually played a board game in ages. There's just been so many other things going on, but that's like one of our favorite evening activities. We've been doing a lot more movies lately because we're just like, we don't want to be sitting upright, you know, and using our brains usually by that point in the day, unfortunately. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm drawing. I'm trying to look at this cover page as a reference and draw at the same time, so it's a little bit blocked for you guys. My bad. Good night, Jess. Thank you so much for coming. Good two-person board game. Well, we don't really have any like specific two-person board games that we like to play, although actually Patchwork is a two-person only game, and we do really like that one also because it's nice and short. We don't always want to do a big long game, but we'll usually do a bigger, longer game like Earth or Wingspan or let's see, what are some of our other favorites? Viticulture. We used to, when we first got married, I feel like Dominion was our like gateway game that got us really into games, but we haven't done it a lot lately. That was definitely our kind of original game. Okay, so we're done this little duck except for white gel pen and eyes. Let's put some eyes on. Okay, on the next one I'm thinking maybe I'll do an umbrella. Ooh, Fire Tower. I've never heard of that one. If you love Wingspan, you should try Earth. Earth is like Wingspan, but like even more layers. Oh yeah, it's Cascadia. That's another one that we really like. Cascadia. Azul we like, but don't play very often. I don't know, there's so many good ones, and we have so little time. We always like think of other games that we want, but like we don't even have time to play the ones that we have, so we're trying to not window shop any other games these days because we've got plenty of good ones that we don't even get to play. Oh, Everdell is great. We don't have it, but we played it once with friends and it's so cute. I love a good like cute naturey game board, and then like the game itself was fun too. Yeah, that was a good one. Mystery crime kits. Okay, I've never heard of those. That sounds fun. Freedom, I'm not really sure. I've always been kind of into, what am I trying to, oh yeah, I was gonna do all the white gel pen last, so let's just stay true to my word there. Okay, let's do a little duck bum. I've always been into like, doodling a bit, and like always like to have really neat, cute notes in school and stuff like that, but never really tried bullet journaling until basically when I started my YouTube channel and just decided I was going to bullet journal. I tried a couple pages before that, but they were quite ugly and discouraging. That was back in 2020 is when I actually like fully started a bullet journal. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been kind of like comfortable with doodling, but I never really got into art or like tried much to do artistic things. Yeah, I was thinking maybe doing a bigger frog for the next one. Either a bigger frog or the rain boots, but I'm leaning towards bigger frog. Because the rain boots, I didn't actually love how that doodle came out. Okay, there's our duck bum. And then we'll do bigger frog. Then I need to add the note section, the dates, and white gel pen to everything. All right, super simple frog doodle. It's not like a perfect frog doodle, but he gets the job done. Little curved line, kind of oblong, color them in. One leg, another leg, very abstract feet. Eyes are optional. I just think they're cute to put them on top of the head instead of just putting his eyes on there. And you can do little front feet if you're doing a bigger one like this. I don't when I'm doing a smaller one, but how easy was that little frog doodle? And then you can add a little bit of shading to give him like some life. Little line for his legs, shade maybe around his toes or something, I don't know. I mostly just make up where I'm shading. And then we'll shade these two like where his front legs would be going down. And then we'll give him some eyes and a little mouth. And that doodle probably took 30 seconds or less. And that's gonna be our corner doodle for this page. So if you're looking for a cute theme, just do this, some lily pads, and puddles like this. And you'll have a very easy to set up theme. Okay. Next question. Actually, do I even bother asking? Okay, so the 4th. May 4th is the first Monday. 4th. Okay. I can do this. I'm just nervous now. 4th, 5th, 6th. That's right, everyone. Does someone want to check all of my Mondays to make sure I get them right? That way I won't mess up more than a week if I mess up. Now I'm just nervous. Yes, 11 should be 7 days after 4. Now that I wrote that onto the paint, which is a little bit slipperier than paper, so I feel like I might need to let that dry for a second. Maybe while I let that dry, we were gonna do notes, just like an outline of a puddle, or were we gonna do a yellow border? Now I can't remember. What do you guys think? Yellow border, like this, or puddle outline? I don't know if I want to color the whole one in again because my blue marker will pass away. Okay, let's bring back the yellow border then. And maybe I'll write notes in blue like I did here in this yellow border. But I do need to write it a little bit smaller because May was big and I don't want it to look like it's on the same level of importance as May. Okay. 11 is my next Monday. 12. Elena or Elena, do you mean this one or the colors? Because the short answer is a variety, but if you have a specific one, I can tell you the specific. But yeah, I use different markers, like lots of different brands and stuff. So for this month, for the colors, I have a variety. I've got a few Tombow dual tip brush pens in play. I also have a couple Lyra Aqua Brush Duos and a couple Zebra Mildliners. So a big variety for this month. My most commonly used markers these days are Tombows, but that's not necessarily because I think they're the best. It's just I use whatever I'm given, to be completely transparent, by brands and partnerships and whatnot, and that just happens to be a lot of Tombow. And they're great, so I am not complaining. I am so grateful that I get to use those on a daily basis, because those used to be like my dream markers. Oh, thanks, Rennie. Yeah, I feel like we're going remarkably fast in this journal. despite having plenty of like holdups, other personalizations to do, mistakes made, that kind of stuff. Oh, whoops, I should be numbering first. Okay, so we're on to 18, right? Yes. 19, 20. Thanks, Austin. Do I have a favorite pen? I mean, my white gel pen in general is just my favorite like tool to use. So if I had to say a favorite pen, I would say that one. 25 here. Oh, thanks, Anahi. I'm glad you guys like the color palette. Sorry, I just wanted to say I'm almost done May. Then we're gonna hop into June. But if anyone is interested in having an order packed tonight, personalized tonight on live, this would be a great time to do that while we're between months. If you do place an order, I'll pack it up for you right here and now. You can choose things like custom charms here. You can choose a custom name page, which I don't